My name is Yusuke Uchiyama. I'm introverted and really bad at talking to women I meet for the first time. I'm 29 years old, and I just joined an event company called LK Creative. Our company, which has a global presence, appointed a CEO for the Japan branch a few years ago. There are whispers that we are going through a rebirth, with transformations and growth accelerating. Where's the manager? I want to show him this proposal. Oh. Looking around the office, I find the manager talking happily with female employees from a little distance. There are so many female employees again. Chamon Arai, the section chief, is known to be very kind and mild-mannered. I've heard he has many achievements. He's good at his job, mild, and kind. He's surrounded by women wherever he goes. I'm sorry, manager. Could you take a look at this proposal? Huh? Sure. Let me see. As soon as he takes the proposal from me, the manager starts reviewing it. Can he really check it that quickly? This phrasing is not good. Go revise it. Phrasing? Sorry, which part? I'm busy right now. Sorry, but please review it properly yourself. Where do I have to fix? The other employees sympathize with me, seeing that the manager immediately rejected my proposal. Apparently, the manager is strict with men, and some male employees call him Ichamon Arai, or Niggly Arai behind his back. But I have to fix this somehow. The other seniors seem busy as well. I have to figure this out on my own, so I head back to my desk. You're really good with words! Is he really that busy? The manager's voice praising the female employees echoes through the office. It's not necessarily bad, but it still bothers me. I joined this company hoping for something ideal, but the gap between my expectations and reality is making me sigh deeply.
Uchiyama-san, if you like, I can help you.
The one who came over is Kureha Kamiya, a 23-year-old new hire and my junior, who's also my peer. It's okay, Kureha-san. You must have work to do, right?
Yes, but you'll be working overtime, right?
Yeah, I guess so. When she realizes I'll be working overtime, Kureha's expression brightens and she gets closer.
Actually, today the manager invited me out for drinks. The manager is sneaky, right? He asked about my evening plans first, then invited me after. Isn't that unfair? It's sneaky, right?
I see. That must be the manager's usual trick. It's hard to refuse when you're his subordinate.
So please think of it as helping me. Let me help with your overtime.
Well, okay. I guess I'll accept your help. After work that day, Kureha and I stayed at the office, glaring at the proposal.
He mentioned the phrasing, but the content should be fine, right?
I don't know. I don't even understand which phrasing he meant. I went back a few times to ask, but he just kept saying he was busy.
Jeez, what does busy even mean? He's just flirting with the women.
Apparently, I'm not the only one who thinks that, as Kureha puffed her cheeks and looked annoyed. Then, when I groaned, stuck in a deadlock, Kureha stood up and walked off somewhere. When she came back, she was holding 2 mugs, smiling at me.
Please, have some. It's my favorite hot milk tea. I often drink this during breaks. Today I'm sharing with you, Uchiyama-san, since you're working overtime. Breaks are important, right? You always seem like you're working so hard, Uchiyama-san.
I felt a little embarrassed, realizing she saw me that way.
So sweet. So good. Come on, Uchiyama-san, drink it. Oh, I forgot. Cheers.
Cheers. Ouch!
Sorry. I'm not used to cheering with hot drinks. I didn't gauge the force.
I don't usually put sugar in, but since she gave it to me... It's a little too sweet for me, but somehow, my tense heart is starting to loosen up.
Uchiyama-san, you make such a soft expression.
Huh? Do I? I didn't notice.
I've thought you were nervous ever since the day you joined. But with a manager like that, I thought it wouldn't be good if I spoke to other male employees.
Whoa, you're paying more attention to your surroundings than I thought. And thank you for worrying about me. Actually, I don't drink milk tea much. But it was really good. Thanks, Kureha-san.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry for not knowing. But I'm glad you liked it. Let's drink milk tea together again sometime.
Kureha's cheerful laugh made me smile along with her. At that moment, with a gentle smile, Chamon Arai walks in. Oh, you two, still working overtime? Chief, thanks for your hard work. Thanks. Well, Uchiyama-kun, I'm sorry about earlier. I was busy, so I couldn't give you proper guidance. No, I'm sorry for bothering you when you were so busy. Chamon Arai, with a gentle smile, says this, probably because Kureha is there. It's okay, you don't need to work overtime. Tomorrow, I'll personally give you guidance. Kureha-san, the streets can be dangerous at night, so I'll have Uchiyama-kun and I walk you home. Let's go now. Thank you. We follow Chamon Arai's suggestion, tidying up and leaving the office. We walk in an awkward atmosphere, and as we approach Kureha's home, are you sure it's okay here? I can take you all the way home.
No, this is enough. Thank you, Chief Uchiyama-san.
Thanks for helping, Kureha-san. When I say my thanks, Kureha smiles and waves at me. Then, she politely bows to Chamon Arai and leaves. Heh, you can make it home by yourself, right? I'll stay here. Suddenly, Chamon Arai returns to his usual self. He's an easy person to read. Yes, manager. I look forward to your guidance tomorrow. Ah, I forgot. Tomorrow there's an important meeting. I'll be busy. Make sure to handle the proposal well. I'll see you tomorrow. I watch as the manager walks away, standing frozen. Once his back disappears, I snap. What the heck? Now I understand. The manager probably didn't like the fact that I was staying late with Kureha-san alone. Maybe it's fine to drink a little. Welcome. I entered a bar I found nearby and let out a sigh, feeling relieved by the calm atmosphere. I ordered a drink from the bartender, and as I looked around... Huh? Oh, you are... CEO Sumeragi? The man, enjoying a drink alone, was none other than Kaito Sumeragi, the CEO of our company. 2 years ago, he was selected as CEO by a majority vote in the board meeting. He's a highly capable person who became CEO at the young age of 40. By the way, appointing a CEO separate from the president is a first for our Japan branch. I never expected to run into him in a place like this. CEO Sumeragi, congratulations on becoming CEO! Thanks to today's event, our company seems to have landed a great deal. Really, thank you so much! Back in my previous job, I saw the CEO, who was approached by many people at the event. Our company owes everything to all of you. I look forward to working with you in the future. Whoa, what a humble and cool person. So this is the first CEO of LK Creative. Feeling overwhelmed by CEO Sumeragi's presence, I began to consider changing jobs. You're Uchiyama, in your first year, right? Yes. How do you know my name? I try to remember all the employees' names as much as I can. I have a good memory. It's fate that we met here. Come, let's have a drink together. I then spoke with CEO Sumeragi about work and other casual topics. With the alcohol kicking in, I might have ended up sharing embarrassing things too. But CEO Sumeragi didn't make a face and just listened to my stories. I'm happy to have employees like you with such ambition. I hope you'll bring a fresh wind to our company with your strength. Yes, thank you. Oh, and by the way, I have something I want to give you soon. I'll adjust my schedule and come to see you as soon as possible. I was happy, feeling that I would get to see the busy CEO Sumeragi again. A few days later, as the deadline for the proposal submission neared, I finally got it together. Kure-san, thank you for always checking up on me.
No, I just helped a little, as expected of Uchiyama-san.
In the end, the manager never gave me any guidance, and I had to fix the proposal on my own. I reviewed it from scratch, and I think it turned out pretty well. This is my proposal. A few days later, in the company's planning meeting, I presented the proposal. Chamon Arai, the manager, and everyone in the planning department were there. The manager read over the proposal again, thought for a moment, and then sighed softly. This is completely useless. The manager, looking exasperated, returns the proposal to me, and I widen my eyes. I could feel the slight discomfort from Kureha-san and the other employees. I would appreciate it if you could tell me exactly where the problem lies. Look, Uchiyama, it's important to think and solve things yourself. Thinking that you'll just be taught everything is something only students should expect. I've always grabbed results by doing it myself. And with that awareness as a professional, your proposal, you really have no sense. Do it over. Chamon Arai, with a smug look, says this, as if he's proud of himself. He briefly glances at the female employees, as if checking their reactions, but... Oh, isn't this something I made? With those words, CEO Sumeragi enters the meeting room, and the atmosphere shifts drastically with his unexpected appearance. CEO? Is it really you? Why are you here? Actually, I decided to make a visit to every department once a month. I want to know the company's situation firsthand, through my own eyes and ears. Oh, I see. I was listening outside the door as I heard a meeting going on. Chamon Arai, your view of Uchiyama's proposal, was it really that lacking in sense? The proposal that Uchiyama worked on, the perspectives and direction were things I considered. Wait, what do you mean? Why would the CEO do such a thing? Chamon Arai is completely thrown off guard by this unexpected turn of events, and it's the first time I've seen him so flustered. Actually, I ran into Uchiyama the other day outside. Since then, I've been keeping an eye on him. Yes, after I ran into CEO Sumeragi that night, despite his busy schedule, he made time to meet with me several times. Uchiyama-kun, I wanted to give you this. What is this? As you know, I was once an employee like you. Inside here are some of the proposals I've worked on. What? These are just some of them? Though they are proposals, they are mostly still just ideas that haven't taken shape. Uchiyama-kun, you should find inspiration from these and shape them into a proposal. When I have an idea, I write it down. It's a habit from when I was in the planning department. I think Uchiyama-kun has found the correct answer from all these hints. CEO Sumeragi says this calmly. Then, Chamon Arai, as usual, switches to his friendly, mild-mannered tone and begins to speak. I see. That's why the quality of this proposal was different from the usual Uchiyama-kun's. With the CEO's assistance, Uchiyama-kun, you really are fortunate. Mr. Arai, I see. You're really sly like a raccoon, aren't you? Raccoon? Your naturally gentle demeanor must have made it easy for you to navigate life. You're unfairly harsh on male employees who threaten your position, but you're gentle with your superiors and male employees. You haven't changed. Thinking you can be taught everything like that is something you should leave behind once you're out of school. Ah, how nostalgic. You said the same thing to me when I first joined. Arai becomes pale. Yes, Chamon Arai was actually Smeragi CEO's senior when he joined the company. But isn't it strange? I've always grabbed results like this. How many of the results where my proposal was taken as your own have been mixed in, I wonder? Chamon Arai, I believe those in higher positions should nurture and guide young talent, not crush them. When I was appointed CEO, I'm sure it made you freeze with fear. Stagnation, corruption, and unsuitable things. I intend to clear it all out. Smeragi CEO, who struggled through his rookie days just like me and the other employees, has certainly faced a thorny path leading to his position. I can't even imagine how difficult it must have been for him to get to this point. Uchiyama-kun, yes! The decision I entrusted to you seems to have been the right one. It was a good proposal. Ah, thank you! I received a lot of advice from the seniors and colleagues here as well. I see. I'm always watching employees like you. I look forward to continuing to work with you. Smeragi's encouraging words make us feel emotional.
Wow, that was amazing! Even that raccoon manager was pale.
After work that day, I was invited by Kureha-san to grab a drink, and we left the office together. Just be careful not to slip up about calling him a raccoon in front of him.
Don't worry, I can handle it.
See me try not to laugh, Kureha-san smiles gently. Her brightness has supported me countless times. Kureha-san, could I talk to you for a moment? It was Chamon Arai, the manager, who called out to us. It seems like he followed us.
What is it?
It's not something to talk about here. It's important, so let's go have a meal together.
Just the two of us? I'm sorry, but I already have prior plans today.
Uchiyama-kun, eh? You should know which invitation to prioritize when comparing my offer with your prior one.
Yes. After weighing it, I'll be going to eat with Uchiyama-san.
Why? Even though I, the manager, has feelings for you? The manager was always kind to female employees, but with Kureha-san, it seemed special. That feeling wasn't from a superior to a subordinate, but from a man to a woman. Chamon Arai, you're married, aren't you? What? Damn, that's none of your business. Yes, it is. If you, a married man, are using your position to push for a relationship with her, I won't back down. It's clear that if I ignore this, Kureha-san's position will be in danger. So you don't want me to take her from you, huh? Yes, she's also a special woman to me. Tch!
Manager, I have no intention of becoming anything more than a superior and subordinate with you.
Why? After having dinner with me, think about it.
I can't. I only have dinners alone with men I hold special feelings for.
Couldn't you at least give me a chance? What's wrong with me?
The idea of expecting everything to be taught to you is something for students, isn't it, manager?
Grr. The words he had been spreading around now come back to haunt him as Kureha confronts him.
You! What are you doing with a young girl in a place like this?
You! How did you?
I'm coming back from work. I happened to pass by and didn't expect to see this disgrace here. You've been putting off my request for a divorce, yet you're out here chasing women.
That's not it. I'm just trying to bond with my subordinates.
You told me to wait for you to change your ways. I was a fool for showing you mercy. Am I just a placeholder until you find the next one? Don't mess with me. I'm not some woman you could just use until you get your next target.
That's not it. It was just a momentary lapse in judgment.
A momentary lapse in judgment is only acceptable when you're still a child who can't distinguish right from wrong, you raccoon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Chamonarai's pitiful death scream echoes through the streets at night, but no one comes to his aid. We couldn't close our mouth as we watched Chamonarai desperately follow his wife.
I didn't know raccoons can perform shows.
Wait, Kureha-san, that's too funny. Afterward, the management of LK Creative, led by CEO Sumiragi, changed drastically. Additionally, Kureha-san and the female employees filed accusations of sexual harassment, and male employees in the planning department reported unfair treatment. Chamonarai was demoted and had a salary cut, eventually being sent to a so-called firing room. His resignation was just a matter of time. And with no sympathy from his wife, it escalated the divorce proceedings. Chamonarai, who was concerned with maintaining his male dignity, ended up facing the consequences. As for me, the proposal I presented in that meeting was approved, and today, the event is finally being held. Uchiyama-kun, it was a good proposal. Everyone in the planning department did a great job. Thank you. CEO Sumiragi, who thoroughly observes everything with his own eyes, is raising the quality of the company. His extensive experience across overseas branches and departments made him a true CEO. He remains the person I look up to and aspire to be.
Hey, Uchiyama-san. You know this, but I only go to dinner alone with men I have special feelings for, right?
Yeah, I think you know, but I think you're a special woman to me. Since then, I've been having dinner with Kureha-san every night after work, and we've started dating. Now, I've completely become a fan of sweet milk tea. I want to cherish her, who always shows me her smile no matter what. If you try to use your position to control someone, you will eventually pay the price. I'll choose to live in a way that, when future generations lose their way, I can offer them a helping hand. Even if it's a thorny, pathless road, I have many people who serve as examples for me.
Kosuke-kun! You two know each other?
Head nurse, she's, my childhood friend. Hey, how about lunch sometime? My treat.
Yeah!
That guy.
Alright, starting next month, if you're ever in trouble, speak up right away. And don't push yourself too hard, okay? Just do your best at your own pace.
Thank you, Head Nurse Akuda. I really appreciate all the time you've given me. My name is Kosuke Fujita, 28 years old. I work as a nurse at Sakato City Hospital. What I just received from Head Nurse Akuda was the checklist used by mentors. At this hospital, each new nurse is paired with a senior mentor for 6 months. Am I really gonna be okay? It's my first time doing this, and at this age, I'm even more nervous. Normally, nurses start mentoring around 26, but I turned it down before due to personal reasons. So this is my first time as a mentor, and honestly, I'm filled with anxiety.
Yo, why the long face? Something up?
Oh, Hayato. I mean, Supervisor Omori.
Haha, just call me Hayato. We're old college buddies, no need to be formal.
That's Hayato Omori, a close friend from college and one of my fellow trainees. He was just promoted to unit supervisor, and he's one of the nurses I really respect.
You'll be fine, Kosuke. Just be your usual self and the new nurses will trust you in no time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. Then came April. Today's the day the new nurses start working in the ward after finishing orientation.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wait, Hina?
Kosuke-kun! You two know each other?
Head nurse, she's, my childhood friend. Her name is Hina Kawauchi. She's 6 years younger than me, and we grew up together. I heard she became a nurse, but I never imagined she'd start working here.
Surprised? I wanted to catch you off guard, so I kept it secret the whole time.
The unexpected reunion brought smiles to both her faces, but then... What the hell is this guy? Why is he all buddy-buddy with my Hina-chan? I didn't even notice the glare coming from rookie nurse Ryu Sakai.
All right, I'll have Fujita be Kauchi's mentor.
Fujita-senpai, I look forward to your guidance.
Yeah, same here. Watching my childhood friend trying her best to act professional, I remember something from 6 years ago.
I like you, Kosuke-kun.
The day she confessed, she was still in high school, and I was in my first year working, so... Thank you, but maybe, when you're out in the world and become a lovely adult. That's what I said. I turned her down. Hina's already a working adult now.
This is Omori, our newly appointed supervisor starting this year.
Nice to meet you. I'm Hayato Omori. I've been with this ward since I joined the hospital.
And so began my days as a mentor. Alright, let's review everything you've studied so far with the roleplay. I've got an IV in my left arm, and I'm wearing a hospital gown. Let's see how you'd help me change.
Yes, understood. Since the ivy's in the left arm, I should stand on the right. Then I need to turn the body this way.
She's clearly trying to remember step by step. Silently, Hina begins helping me change.
All done? How was that?
Let's see. First of all, right now I'm not actually hooked up to an IV, but we're assuming there is one in my left arm. In that case, the basic approach is to stand on the left where the IV is for the gown change, right?
Sorry.
And about your communication, you move the patient without saying a word. What if something happened? No matter their condition, patients are still people. You'd be scared too if someone suddenly touched you without saying anything, right? Can you explain why you're supposed to stand on the side with the IV, Kawachi-san? Also, the what if I mentioned. Do you understand what that could mean? If so, you'd realize how risky your approach was. We're responsible for people's lives. Think it over again carefully.
Yes, I understand.
Even as she sniffles, Hina moves on to the next roleplay. After a heavy session, I told her to go take her lunch break.
Hina-chan, what's wrong? You okay? Don't tell me. Did Fujita-senpai scold you?
During lunch, while Hina quietly studies, Sakai starts chatting her up.
So, you guys are childhood friends, right? Honestly, his teaching sucks. I'd definitely be better. I mean, I graduated from Kotesa Private University. I could totally help you practice. I'm top of my class, you know. Honestly, I'm way too good for this hospital. My dad forced me into it. By the way, my dad's the director of Sakai Clinic. He insisted I go get experience elsewhere.
Is that so?
I'm totally gonna become someone famous one day. Like premium boyfriend material, right? You're super cute, Hina-chan. I think we'd be a great match. Bet you were super popular in school, too. So hey, how about it? Maybe soon?
No thanks. And for the record, these cheers have nothing to do with Kosuke-kun. I mean Fujita-senpai. I'm just frustrated that I couldn't apply what I learned in school here in the real world. That's all.
Really? I mean, hey, it's her first day on the ward, right? Don't sweat it.
I've done this many times already in school and during clinicals, so no, I can't brush it off.
Geez, you're kinda cold, but I guess that's part of your charm too.
Hina looked a little annoyed from having her break interrupted, but once the break was over, she came straight to me.
Fujita-senpai, I'm sorry to bother you while you're busy, but could I ask you to do the roleplay one more time? I apologize again for causing trouble earlier due to my lack of knowledge.
No, it's totally fine. Honestly, I went a bit too hard on you. Sorry about that. This is actually my first time being a mentor, though that's just an excuse. Really, I'm sorry.
No! Please train me strictly from now on. I'm counting on you.
Alright then, let's go back to something even more basic than the last case. This time the patient is 80 years old and unable to turn their body on their own. Let's assume they don't have paralysis and can communicate normally.
Yes. All right, Fujita-san. I'll be turning your body now. First, I'll raise the bed.
Hina raises the bed, carefully explaining everything as she goes, treating the patient with care. Maybe she felt more confident now. I felt safe in trusting myself to her even in this pretend scenario.
That concludes the roleplay. How did I do?
Let's see. Mind if I ask you 2 things? Why do we do repositioning? And why did you raise the bed?
Yes. For patients who can't move on their own, pressure builds on the same area over time, which can cause bed sores.
Bed sores happen when prolonged pressure cuts off circulation in that area, leading to tissue damage.
We raise the bed for our benefit to reduce strain on the nurse's lower back. And I believe it's important to always return the bed to its original height afterward.
Yeah, that was good. I think you got the basics of repositioning down, so that's a pass. The rest is applying it in different situations.
Thank you so much!
As I filled out the checklist, I realized the mood was much warmer than before. Yeah, this kind of dynamic with Hina just feels right. Hey, how about lunch sometime? My treat.
Yeah!
As Hina's smile deepened, I felt genuinely glad I ended up being her mentor.
That guy. Getting all full of himself.
Sakai, passing by, glared at us like we were the most irritating thing he'd seen. A few days later, Hina had the day off, so I was assigned as a mentor to a different rookie. Looks like I'm paired with Sakai today. This is gonna be a rough one. I'd already heard about him from his actual mentor, Sasaki-san, mouthy and arrogant apparently. From what I've seen of him at work, I wasn't surprised, but would he even listen to me? Just then, I heard footsteps and a sigh from behind. Good morning, Sakai-kun. Let's do our best today. This again. He clearly sees me as some kind of enemy, and always acts like this around me. Today I'll be checking on your progress as your mentor.
Yeah, whatever. I'm already perfect, so I don't really need mentoring anyway.
Alright then, let's start with bed making. It's one of the basics, and Sakai's only cleared 3 of them, lower than the other rookies. I want to get him to pass at least 2 more today, somehow.
Ugh, I'm good with this kind of stuff. Why don't we skip to more advanced skills like IVs or blood draws? Sasaki-senpai keeps shutting me down, but come on. Stuff like bed making is for nursing age, right? I don't need to do that, do I?
If you've got so much to say, then let's see it. Honestly, I think bed making is pretty tough.
Lame.
Even as he mouths off, Sakai starts moving his hands, but just like I expected, his technique and sheet work were a mess. You call that acceptable?
No, I just wasn't feeling it today, that's all.
Sakai, that kind of excuse doesn't fly in healthcare. You need to quit treating this like a joke.
I'm not treating it like a joke. I mean, Sasaki-senpai and you just don't want to acknowledge my skills, right? You're just bitter that I'm better, jealous that I graduated top of an elite university, huh? Whatever, say what you want. I'm gonna be remembered as a top-tier nurse in this place, you'll see.
After all that, Sakai just walked off for lunch without even asking. At this rate, it's hopeless. I need to do something. One day, I was reviewing Hina's checklist progress when...
Fujita-senpai, you need to cut it out already. Using your childhood friend status to sneak alone time with Hina-chan? That's just wrong.
Sakai, you could at least knock. What you just did was incredibly unprofessional.
Huh? You're the unprofessional one, Fujita-senpai. You're abusing your authority, plain and simple. No wonder you lost out on the supervisor position to Omori-senpai.
I was about to finally tell him off when...
Sakai-san, you really don't listen to people, do you?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Remember our first day here? Supervisor Omori explained it back then.
That day, when head nurse Okuda handed it off to Hayato, he said,
The nurses here are all capable and reliable, so don't hesitate to lean on them. Especially Fujita, he was actually offered the supervisor role before me. He's my pride as a colleague.
Hey, why do you have to say that out loud? All the rookie nurses turned to look at me. It was mortifying.
Damn it, I finally ended up in the same ward as Hina-chan, and she's his childhood friend? And on top of that, he's her mentor? Are you kidding me?
Sakai was clearly too busy sulking to hear a single word Hayato had said.
No way, that's not...
Sakai, your voice is too loud. You're disturbing the patients. Learn to control your volume.
Supervisor Omori?
Kosuke's working to become a certified nurse specialist. That's why he turned down the supervisor role.
Certified nurse specialists are nurses with advanced knowledge and skills in specific fields. I'm aiming to become certified in palliative care, and I study every day toward that goal.
Certified nurse? Fujita-senpai is?
Yeah, it's my dream. That's why I turned down the supervisor offer. If I took on extra duties, I'd have fewer chances to study beside my patients.
So what you've been saying is way off base. Besides, Kosuke graduated top of his class from your precious Koteisa University.
What?
Hayato, if you're gonna say that, you should know that Kawauchi and Sasaki both graduated from Lovekoi University. Lovekoi University is the most prestigious and competitive national university in the surrounding 3 prefectures.
No way! I bragged about graduating from Koteisa University. This is beyond embarrassing.
Well, no matter how great your academic background is, it doesn't matter when it comes to being a nurse. What you really need as a nurse is a heart that cares for the patients. It doesn't matter what school you went to. If you don't have that, you can't do this job.
That said, Sakai, you're gonna need to show a little more awareness as a nurse from now on. Your school doesn't matter. What does matter is that you do your job as a rookie nurse. And today, just for you, I'll be giving you a very intense special training session. Better be ready.
Eek!
And so Sakai was whisked away by a fired-up Hayato, vanishing somewhere out of sight. A few days later, after our shifts ended, Hina and I were walking home together when...
Hina-chan, Fujita-senpai, I'll walk home with you guys too.
Huh? Yeah, no thanks.
Well then, see you tomorrow. Sakai tried to butt in, but we ignored him and kept walking.
I came here today planning to ask Hina-chan out to dinner.
I have to decline.
Tell me why I'm not good enough. I'll admit Fujita-senpai's more capable than me. But I'm way more handsome and rich too. Clearly a total catch. The moment I saw Hina-chan, I was taken in by her beauty and kindness. I fell in love with her, so why not me?
Can you please knock it off already? So Sakai-san, you've liked me since middle school, is that correct?
Middle school?
Do you know a girl named Shimizu Hina? Round glasses, bob haircut, student council president.
Wait, hold on. Don't tell me. Hina-chan is that nerdy Shimizu?
So you really didn't notice, even though you made fun of me so much back then.
That's right. Hina used to be what you'd call a plain, serious, uncool girl who didn't care about fashion.
Nerdy serious chicks are so gross. Who needs to study anyway?
Back then, Hina was raised by a single mother in a poor household, and she worked hard to become a nurse to support her mom. And the one who laughed at those efforts was Sakai.
You just said you fell for who I am on the inside, but I haven't changed since then. Well, it seems like your habit of judging people by appearance hasn't changed either, Sakai-kun. After my mom remarried in high school, I took my stepfather's surname and started paying a little more attention to fashion. But if you really loved who I am, inside and out, you wouldn't have said what you did, then or now. I'm not interested in men who choose based on looks and are overly full of themselves.
Overly full myself.
Please don't talk to me outside of work anymore.
And just like that, Sakai got rejected and seemed to lose all the confidence he had.
Let's leave this guy behind and go, Kosuke-kun.
Yeah, sounds good. But wait a second. I stopped to say something to Sakai, excusing myself from Hina for a moment. Sakai, I've already reported your behavior to management. Instead of bragging, maybe show some effort and try to actually improve your work attitude?
Eek, I'm sorry.
After that, Sakai started acting defiantly toward his superiors. His tardiness and early departures increased, and he was repeatedly warned.
Sakai-kun, I told you not to act rudely towards the patients.
I'm the one taking care of them, that whiny jerk.
Hey, what do you think you're saying?
But he showed no signs of changing, and finally, Sakai became the first nurse ever fired from Sakato Municipal Hospital. Word of Sakai's behavior spread fast, and due to his well-known attitude, every nearby hospital refused to hire him.
A nurse like you, so full of yourself and lacking compassion, has no place in my clinic either.
Unable to find another nursing job, he begged his father for help, but even his father gave up on him.
How did it come to this? I have no friends, no mentors. I'm done for.
He also had a reputation for blowing money, and apparently had almost no savings. Now he lives alone in a tiny 50-year-old apartment surrounded by regret.
Hey, Kosuke-kun, do you remember what I said to you here 6 years ago?
That day, I had come to this park again, together with Hina.
I may not be the amazing adult I hope to be yet, but still, I want to say it. I've always loved you.
Is that so? I'm glad. I've always loved you too, Hina.
What?
She was clearly stunned by my sudden confession. I couldn't help but chuckle. Back then, I thought the age gap might make her feelings just a phase, so I couldn't accept them. But I've always liked Hina, quiet, hardworking, and strong-willed. Then we met again at the hospital, and seeing how earnestly she worked, I fell for her all over again. Hina, you've truly become a wonderful adult. Thank you for loving me all this time. Your skills and your heart, those aren't defined by your background, education, or looks. What matters most is having a genuine heart that cares for others and your work. Kawauchi Hina, will you go out with me?
Yes! I'd be happy to!
For the girl who held on to her feelings all this time, I'll give her a love that never changes. To support each other in both work and life, that kind of happiness can't be beat.